Hey beauties, what's wrong with this picture? Can anybody tell? I don't have concealer on. Sometimes I wait until the last step to do this, but I thought I'm going to show everyone what I've been using because it's one of my biggest issues when it comes to beauty. Because it's hard to find a good one, it's hard to find one that doesn't crease, it's hard to find the right color, and all of the things. And I get asked a lot, like, what concealer I'm using and, you know, all that. So I wanted to show you 3 because I often mix them. I'm in LA right now, so I flew in. My makeup bag is pretty small. But out of all the things that I brought like 3 lipsticks and 3 concealers just because I like to mix it up and it depends on the day. And I will explain why each of these are kind of my go-to musts in my own makeup bag as well as in my kit. So let's start with some people call it Isla or Ilia, but this is an anti-circle serum. This is in chicory, and I'm going to tell you why I like it. So I like this because it's creamy and not too thick, but also not too watery. So this is how it looks when it comes out. And I also like it because it has a yellow undertone, which is like totally me. I'm not so orange or so pink. I'm definitely not pink. So, and if I did put pink on my face, I'd just look like I had like pink eye. So yellow is, I'm more golden, especially when I get tan. And so yellow is my undertone. And it just helps. But this particular color I'm gonna show you is a little bit much for me. Like, this is not my natural color, right? So why I like to mix these, which is what I'm gonna show you, is because it's definitely there, but it's not completely 100%, but I still love this one. Sometimes I'll use this by itself and then put another concealer over it. So I'll do a layer and then another layer, but I'm gonna show you a trick that I use with the other fave that I have. So I love Beauty Counter because this is like my holy grail. It works on almost every skin type, but I have a drier skin. And it's just high quality, very high performing, and again, it has a yellowy but more of an orangey undertone. So you can see the difference here. Can you see that? It's maybe even a darker yellow, but it's definitely not. This is medium 1. So as you can see between the two, this one is almost even closer to my skin tone, but in a different way. So I like to mix these together, and usually I'll just kind of do this on both sides with each pen. And then I'll get a little brush, but just for, I guess, giggles, whatever, you can use your finger and I'll show you. So I just pat it in, and it looked like I put on a lot, but like, it's not really a thing. So you'll just pat and kind of go around. Just need to make sure I have a mirror because stuff looks different on camera than it does in person, and I don't want to look crazy. So I like to kind of go not all the way up to my lash line, because if you do that, you could potentially have like it coming in wrinkles. And I learned that early on because I would try to like cover right underneath my eye, and then it just looked bad. So you want to spread it out. And they say ring finger. I'm so not a ring finger person. I like always using my middle finger. I think they say ring because it's the lightest. I don't use the ring finger that much on myself, but whatever. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, and then I want to show you one other one because this one is called Uncover Up by RMS. So this is another one that I love because it is a cream base, and it's, let me show you. I want to say this one just makes me like look a little bit illuminated, and I can almost use it as a highlight. And so if I wanted to do, sometimes I'll use all 3 of these together because I just want, but this one is closer to my shade, and you can see this is like It's just more of my skin tone. Because those two, I'm like, my medium from Beauty Counter is like my summertime color. And then as the winter comes, I use something a little lighter, but it's in between. But this RMS, this is in Uncover Up 22. And it's really great. And I'll even use it like on my chin if I'm feeling redness, or around my nose. The weather out here has been really bad. And so my nose has been like kind of stuffy. But those are my 3 concealers, like favorite. These all last for a long time, and some women have like DM'd me like, oh, it's like $22 or $30 or something. And I'm like, yeah, but it's Cover Up. It'll last you like a year, you know? So it's not that bad when you're considering like your health when it comes to like finding some clean products that you're gonna be putting directly near your eyes and on your face and wearing them in the sun and for long periods of time. It's just better to just kind of go for something that you know is safe, and EWG verified. So those are a couple of my favorite foundation or concealers, and you could use them for foundations too. Sometimes I'll just use them as a spot cover up treatment, and then go in with some powder after. And I will show you, this is my go-to powder right now, Gabrielle Cosmetics. This is in color Bamboo, and it's a beautiful little container with a, I don't use this too much, only in emergencies. This little powder puff. I love using my brushes, and then to set my makeup, my Cover Up under my eyes. This is kind of the one area where I'll use the powder, and you can kind of see the difference there. Like, it'll just keep everything in place where I want it to be. And if you don't do this step and you're wearing 3 different cover-ups like I am, because I'm not sleeping a lot and I could really use the extra pick-me-up, then it will probably crease and not stay as long, and maybe even start to like kind of fall on your face and like, or come off easier. And so I'm gonna be out in Venice and in Beverly Hills today. I'm gonna be running around in meetings, and this is just going to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. So I hope that that helped. And if you have questions about your concealer or shades and things like that, hit me up and I will be happy to help. Talk to you guys soon.